Hey, happy Friday. Today's March 8th, and I'm recording this around noon Pacific time. And I want to talk a little bit about the new moon in Pisces, which will happen really early morning, Sunday, just about 1 a.m. Pacific time. Uh, so I have been sick the last few days and jet lagged. And so you might hear it in my voice and my energy level. And in a way, I'm feeling like this is a very Piscean experience for me. I feel a little like I'm underwater and things are in a very uh, floaty, liminal, spacey sort of a sense. So that's kind of where I am in myself in this experience. We currently have, uh, excuse me, Saturn, or at the time of the new moon, we'll have Saturn and then the sun and moon and Neptune in the sign of Pisces. So this new moon is at 20 degrees Pisces. And if you know your chart, look for where 20 degrees Pisces is and see if you have other planets around that point, or opposite in Virgo or in Gemini or Sagittarius. And those are the mutable signs will feel this the most strongly. And the water signs, Cancer and Scorpio, if you have anything around 20 degrees of Cancer or Scorpio, you'll also feel this energy in a fluid, supportive, flowing kind of a way. So Pisces is our mutable water sign. It's the 12th sign of the zodiac, the end of the astrological year. It is a sign that is symbolic of the coming together and the including and the like merging and dissolving together of all signs of the zodiac, of all of the archetypes, melding together. And it's a sign that is, as a water sign, is about our intuitive, emotional, and spiritual nature. And Pisces qualities, it brings out compassion and empathy, brings up our spirituality and intuition and our feeling senses. That what is that awareness of our consciousness and of the collective consciousness. And so it's a new moon that sets the tone for the next month. And during this next month, I believe, will have greater access to our intuitive knowing, our inner sense of belonging to the collective of humanity and to the divine energies in all the ways that we imagine and experience them. And with this new moon taking place between the planet Saturn and the planet Neptune, this is an energy Saturn brings of bringing our focus to this part of our nature, to the Piscean energies, helping create kind of a focus or a container for our awareness, our conscious awareness and our emotional awareness of our spiritual nature, of our energetic being. Um, I, if this sounds vague, this is the nature of how it feels. We've got uh, today Mercury, planet Mercury, our planet of communication, of our mind, of our intellectual perception of things, is exactly conjunct Neptune, which is the planet that helps us tap into these other realms, to our dreams and intuition and our sense of the energetic presence. And Mercury Neptune together can feel very foggy, can feel very, if you've been working with Mercury retrograde, it can feel like a really Mercury retrograde kind of on steroids sort of a feeling. So if you've been struggling for words or not feeling like you can clearly articulate what you're talking about, and yet you have a sense of things. There's a felt sense and flow or imagination or intuition kind of going on. Know that you're experiencing this energy live. Um, excuse me. Um, at the time of the new moon, Mercury will have just entered the sign of Aries. So that will kind of help clear up and direct our thinking modality. So Mercury in Aries is going to be a very direct speaking, clarity and inspired communication, which I think is a beautiful combination for this time in our cycle with the intuitive, dreamy imagination qualities of Pisces. Pisces is also like forgiveness and empathy and compassion. And this is a really big healing energy. Uh, other parts of this current astrology. Um, there's an asteroid called Hygeia, which is conjunct this new moon, brings a healing quality through the Pisces energy of how can we bring more self-love and self-compassion and compassion for others and broader, how can we open our hearts to each other and to people we don't even know? How can we have more universal love and compassion? And across the zodiac, directly opposite this new moon, is the asteroid goddess Black Moon Lilith. Black Moon Lilith is an energy of the wild and free feminine that's been exiled, but the wild and free feminine that knows herself, that has a sense of sovereignty and wholeness, and especially in the sign of Virgo, that specific energy of the wild, free feminine. And I really feel this is an important combination of energies to help us heal um, and have compassion for our more feminine aspects, qualities. So the water and earth signs are more yin, are more feminine in nature. And in patriarchal cultures like ours in the United States, we tend to not value the feminine aspects. And so this lunar cycle, I believe, is a real powerful month to on whatever levels we can be just intentional, can be an energetic, I want to open and accept myself on a deeper level. I want to accept those parts of me that are full of imagination and dreaming and intention and who feel things energetically and emotionally. I want to have greater space for, compassion for, and value of those parts of myself. Well, this new moon is also connecting with the energy of, excuse me. I'm just taking a glance at my chart here. Sorry, Mars in Aquarius is squaring Uranus. This is a very activating, awakening energy. Mars in Aquarius is action towards the collective, action towards the future, taking bold, creative, out of the box action. And it's meeting up with that Uranus and Taurus energy, which is awakening us to embodying our value, our like, what is our human body value and what is our value as beings on planet Earth. Uranus has been in Taurus for several years now and has been an energy of um, bringing about more awareness of our personal value and our embodiment. And this is a time at this new moon to really wake up that physical expression and also like for the sake of what are we here? Why are we here on earth at this time? Why are we incarnated in human bodies and in living in collective communities and friend groups and families? And why are we here? So there's an awakening to that purpose, I believe, and the value of, with the Pisces energy of accepting that we don't have to do anything to earn that value. We don't have to do anything to prove ourselves with, in terms of, deserving to be here and to be appreciated and valued. And I think this lunar cycle is the healing possible and the dreaming possible. So with Neptune close to this new moon, the dreaming and imagining energy is brought in as well. So in setting intentions for this new moon, I want you to really feel into what are those heart's desires? What are your ultimate dreams for, and as big and loving and accepting and forgiving as we can get. Peace on earth, the beauty and acceptance of our individual nature and our humanity, um, places to explore. What are you feeling into? What are you dreaming into? And there's also a sense of relaxing into it, leaning in, surrendering control or the specific details. Um, Many of us think of setting intentions at the new moon as kind of putting in our order to the universe. What is it that I want this month? And I think with Pisces, it's different. It's like, how can I experience and align with my desire, my imagination, my creativity, and feel the resonance of what I want to create or bring about? How can I be in that feeling state of it's already here and I'm experiencing it and I get to just relax and savor that energy? That's kind of what I'm picking up on here. Um, and I I am there's so much like personally, and this is an end, a completing cycle for the zodiac. We will have March 21st when the sun enters Aries, our beginning of the astrological year. But this time of Pisces and this Pisces lunar cycle is a time to really, I think, be in the energetic field. We are creating the resonance and the field of what's possible for us to create with that inspiration and the action that the Aries energy will call for. And so while it's an ending, it's also that rich, fertile, creative, energetic field that we want to be paying attention to. Um, I am currently launching the Patreon community with my friend and colleague, Eiley Olikchny, and it's called Stars and Cards on Patreon. I will include a link in this. We have been hosting these calls since January, our Capricorn season and Aquarius season. And this Pisces season, we're finally launching it through Patreon. It is a member community where we will have live Zoom gatherings for new and full moons. And we will be exploring these energies and archetypes through the astrology and through tarot. Eiley is a Gestalt therapist who's a really gifted tarot reader. And she and I have been collaborating these months to create a way for people who are seeking greater self-understanding, greater relationship with these energies and archetypes, with that curiosity, with that desire to learn and grow, and to connect with other people who are opening and exploring and seeking deeper meaning and deeper relationship with themselves and with the universe and with each other. And so far, our calls have been really rich conversations, really deep explorations of these energies. So I invite you to join us. If you've not joined us for any of the calls so far, there will be a link that you can join us for a one-time check it out. If you've been with us already and know you want to be part of the Patreon group, please join us through Patreon. And we are dreaming up other things to share in the Patreon community between the live calls and really hope to create a rich and connected community for this deeper exploration of what these energies are inviting us into and how we can show up and work with it and become more of ourselves, more of our unique stellar presence. I talk a lot about co-creating with the universe in order to be more fully ourselves, to be more fully have access to the parts and the energies in our own charts so that we can express ourselves more fully and give of our gifts. And I'm excited about this new community, excited about what we've done so far in the last couple of months and launching into this new format on the new platform, Patreon. So I hope you'll join us at some point. And I hope for this new moon that you can allow yourself the softening and the relaxing in. Imagine yourself in a pool of really warm water and imagine yourself floating back and being held by that warmth that acceptance, that love, that compassion and forgiveness that the Pisces energy brings. And allow your mind and your heart to drift off into imagination and dreaming into what all is possible for your life and your experience. This is a really unlimited, unbounded energy of imagination and dreaming and possibility and of healing and releasing those constraints or releasing those specific demands and control and things that creep into our life so easily or that our own minds dream up. um, I wish you well. I hope you are feeling into this energy and tapping into your own center, your own nature for a sense of stability and calm and knowing your value. Pisces energy is so beautiful, so lovely. Really hope you can experience that. All right, we'll talk to you again soon. Have a great Friday evening and hope to see you Sunday at our Patreon gathering.